Hi y'all, this is the husband from Texas Roadrunners. We're going to just talk a little bit about our story today. And rather than look at me running my lips, I got a little work for you to see. When we came home from our trip to Maine this year, our yard was quite the mess. So while I clean up the yard, I thought I would just talk to y'all a little bit. We want to share our past and just explain where we've come from for any of those that are interested. I honestly hope that there's somebody out there that can use this to change their life, whether it's now or 10 years from now. The wife and I always enjoyed camping and in the woods and the wilderness and fishing, but we lived in the city. We lived south of Houston, just nothing but city all the time. And we used to go camping whenever we could, which wasn't that often because at the time, just to go camping, it was a 3-hour trip one way. So to go for 2 days, it was a lot of driving. So we camped and lived the typical lifestyle. We had bills, cars, trucks. We had a camper of some sort. Started with a pop-up, then went to a hybrid, bumper pulls, fifth wheels, and now the truck camper. Anyways, so we had the normal lifestyle, debt up to our eyes. We always did pay our bills on time. We never had a problem with that. But we never had any money left over at the end of the month. We didn't have any month left over at the end of the money, so that was always good. But we just seemed to spend everything that came in. Then one day, I found out that my work was relocating. And after discussing it, we decided to relocate. The relocation was up towards the country, on the other side of Houston. And that was more like what we enjoyed. So we sold our 2,000 square foot house and we bought a little 1,000 square foot house, but it was on a small 3 or 4 acre pond. It was in a subdivision, but it was all older homes and they were all real small. And this house was real inexpensive. It was less than $80,000 for a half acre of land, 1,000 square foot house on the water. So we purchased that and made the move and continued on. Now we really enjoyed that. We started doing gardening and whatnot, and we'll have videos up on the gardening, and we'll have videos on a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about. They're old videos, 2007, the technology was not what it is today. So the recordings viewed, if they're viewed really big, they're going to be grainy and whatnot. Just be aware of that. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. We transitioned up to our house. Shortly after we had bought that house and made the transition, the economy collapsed. The economy really didn't, but the housing market did. It was right in that 7-8 time frame. Things were real bad. Nobody knew. I didn't even know if I was going to have a job. The marketplace I was in heavily depended on an economy, decent economy. So we kind of got nervous. During this time, the wife had found some audiobooks on Craigslist.